Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your old mate Beetle Dave calling to you from Derby in the UK. I hope you're all well and dandy out there in Beatles world, YouTubers, people of the internet and people of the VC, vinyl community. This is basically a random video. I will be talking about something that's come in the post. I will be talking about the Beatles Let It Be album and generally just a little bit of a catch up with you all. But first, I've got to show you this. I wanted to do this last week, but unfortunately because of my work commitments I couldn't do it. I've received an MBE in the post, an MBE. If you're in America you probably don't know what an MBE is. This is it, an MBE. Arrived in the post about 2 weeks ago. Right, it's not what it seems. It's not a real one. It's a fake. It is a fake. I actually bought this to put on my Sergeant Pepper's uniform. So an MBE is an award that you get from the King or the Queen. But this MBE is Memorable Beatles Entertainment. Okay. So it's not real. Looks nice though, doesn't it? Looks nice. Just a bit of fun, folks. Don't take me serious. This is an exact copy of it though. I mean, it is really heavy. And if I hadn't told you, I'd have probably put it on my jacket. Yeah. So thanks, Terry man. You suggested trying to get one of these, didn't you? And I did find one off the dreaded eBay. Yeah, just a bit of fun, folks. All right. I'm just going to do a couple of Beetle Dave's twist and shout outs, then we'll get into the video proper. The first Beetle Dave's twist and shout out goes to my old mate Beatley Tone. So here's your twist and your shout out to Beatley Tone of Beatley Tone's Beatles channel. I hope you don't mind me saying this, mate. Beatley Tone isn't very well at the minute, so my thoughts and wishes just go out to you, mate. That is why I've just done you this little twist and shout out to try and cheer you up, mate. Hope everything's going to be okay with you, and we all love you, and we're all wishing you a speedy recovery, mate. Yeah. And the next Beatles Dave's twist and shout out goes to all new subscribers. So here's your twist and your shout out to everybody that is subscribed to the channel, is leaving me likes, leaving me comments, and leaving me the all important thumbs up. Right. So last month, I think it was, we went to the Chesterfield Record Fair. Sue videoed me going around and buying some records and stuff. And you might remember if you watched the video. If you haven't watched the video, you won't remember, will you? I got one of my holy grails, which is the Beatles Let It Be Naked on vinyl. I did have this many years ago when it came out, and to cut a long story short, I had to sell my record collection a few years ago in the early 2000s. When this came out, I can't really remember this being very popular at the time. It did sell, don't get me wrong, but a lot of fans didn't like it. I've got it on CD and things like that, so I've had a chance to play this a few times now, and I've even noticed this is what they call a mispress, because it says the copyright in this recording is owned by Apple Records, but the recording is all one word. So that makes this a slightly rarer version, apparently. Now, I've listened to this a few times, and I must say, I'm not slagging this album off at all. I think it's a fantastic album. I think the sound quality on it is fantastic. It's a joy to listen to. The fly on the wall thing is a bit pointless, to be honest. But why is this record so expensive? I mean, I think I paid £110 for this. I think Adrian or whoever it was I bought it off at AA Record Fairs, he got it up for 130, and I think I got it for 110 in the end, which is a lot of money for a record, isn't it? Listening to it, there is some obvious differences. You haven't got any of the over the top orchestrations on things like The Long and Winding Road and Across the Universe. Across the Universe on there is absolutely amazing. It's a lovely rendition. I think it has been slightly remixed. I know Paul McCartney had a lot to do with this, didn't he, at the time? It kicks off with the Get Back, but it isn't the version that's on the Let It Be album. It's the single version that's on this, I think, because you don't get the bit at the end, where I hope we've passed the audition, which is a shame. I think that would have been better to have been kept on this album. Then you get Digger Pony, For You Blue, fantastic version of that. The Long and Winding Road, completely different to the version that was on the Let It Be album. But I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this version was on the Let It Be box set. I could be wrong. No orchestrations. You can hear John playing the bass or trying to play the bass. Two of us, fantastic version. I've Got a Feeling is a fantastic version. Side 2 is the one after 909. Don't Let Me Down. I mean, Don't Let Me Down was never on the original Let It Be LP, which is stupid, really, when you think it's probably one of the best B-sides, isn't it? I Me Mine, again, fantastic version. Across the Universe and Let It Be. So that is the track list, if you don't know. Like I said, I haven't got anything against this album. Why is it so expensive, though? This came out in 2003, and I don't think it's ever been reissued again. I thought this was part of the Agostini thing, but it wasn't, was it? It is really, really nice. It's a really, really good package. Was it Paul trying to do his version of the Let It Be album? Probably. Obviously, by this time, John and George had passed away, so Ringo must have said okay to do it, and the estate of John Lennon and the estate of George Harrison must have okayed it. A lot of people say this is just Paul trying to rewrite history. I don't think that. I think this is a damn good album, to be honest. It's very clear. The strange thing about this is you don't get any of the in-between talking or jokes or anything like you do on the Let It Be album, which I think does take a little bit away from this. But the sound quality of the songs is superb. I've never heard any of these songs sound so good. This actually, in my opinion, sounds better than my CD. So yeah, I haven't got any fault with this being released when it was released and all this, that, the other. I think the Fly on the Wall 7-inch single was a bit of a waste of time, to be honest. Again, that is just my personal opinion. But why is it so expensive? Why is this LP so expensive? Looking on eBay this morning before I came up here, the cheapest one I could find of this was £155. £155. Yes, I know it's scarce. And I think it was a limited, what you'd call a limited edition now. When this was released, it was one run, basically, I think, from what I can make out. Although somebody did say it was sort of reissued in about 2005, but I can't remember that. It's a fantastic album. Is it worth having in your collection? If you're just an average Beatles fan, probably not. If you're a diehard Beatle fan like me, yes. Is it worth the money? In all fairness, I don't think it is. I don't think this is worth what it goes for on eBay and other selling sites. I'm glad I've got it, and I did get it at a decentish price. But why is it so expensive? If you've got this album, you tell me. You might have got it when it came out originally, like I did originally, but unfortunately I had to sell my record collection in the early 2000s. So it's took me a long, long time to get that back. And I am very, very happy that I've got it. So it's not a rant video. I'm not slagging that album off anything. I do think that album has its place in the Beatles' history. But why is it so expensive? That's the only thing I can't understand. Why is it so expensive? Yes, it's never been reissued as far as I know, and it probably never will be reissued. Excuse me. But it is a really, really good album. Like I said, I'm not knocking the album or anything. I think it is really, really good. I just don't really think it's worth what it goes for on internet selling sites and record fairs and things like that. But it's supply and demand, isn't it? At the end of the day, you know, I very, very rarely see this at record fairs, to be honest. And in all fairness, it does come up on eBay quite a bit, but it's really, really silly money. I mean, this one is in really, really nice condition, to be honest. And it does have the booklet and everything with it. In this, I mean, is it this that makes it so expensive? This fly on the wall thing? I mean, you only get like snippets, and they are snippets of songs. You get Conversation, Sun King, Don't Let Me Down, Conversation, One After 909, Conversation, Because I Love You, Because I Know You Love Me So, Conversation, Don't Pass Me By, Taking a Trip to Carolina, John's Piano Piece, Child of Nature, Back in the USSR, Conversation, Every Little Thing, Don't Let Me Down, Conversation, All Things Must Pass. Side 2 is She Came In Through the Bathroom Window, Conversation, Paul's Piano Piece, Get Back, Conversation, Two of Us, Maggie May, Fancy Me Chances With You, Conversation, Can You Dig It, Conversation, Get Back, Conversation. But they're not proper songs, just snippets. And the sound quality on that isn't that good. Of course, that's got Maggie May on it, and it's not on here. I always thought Maggie May was, I wouldn't say a highlight of the Let It Be album, but it always reminds me of the Beatles. And when we go to Liverpool and we get off the train at Lime Street, I always sing, "Oh, dirty Maggie May, they have taken her away. She'll never walk down Lime Street anymore." See, so fantastic album. So I'm not criticising the album or anything. It's just the price, and I can't understand why it is so expensive. If I wasn't a diehard Beatles fan, I would never ever pay what these are going for. Although in all honesty, I did get it for bargain price compared to some things. I mean, this is nice. I think some of these, I think some of the mixes off this LP might have been included in the Let It Be box set, the recent one, not the original from 1970, obviously. But yeah, it's just a fine album. Would you pay £150 for this? £150 plus for it? Because in all honesty, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay that much for it. I nearly didn't buy this. Sue actually said, "Dave, if you're not, would you regret not getting it?" When I saw it, and I goes, "Well, yeah, probably." She says, "Well, buy it then. You've got the money, buy it." See, Sue encouraging me to buy records, and expensive records like this. Yeah, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? I'm glad I've got it, and that's it. If you've got this album, you leave me comments and tell me, do you think it's worth the money that it commands now on eBay? Am I missing something? That's what I'm trying to say. Am I missing something why this is so expensive? Like I say, I do like the album. I've played it a few times. I've played it this morning before I've come up to do this, and it is a really, really nice sounding album, and it is very, very clean. And the mixes on this has brought like a freshness to this album that was missing on the original Let It Be album. I've always loved the original Let It Be album. Some people don't like it. It's they're saying it should never have been released, and maybe if the Beatles had carried on, it probably wouldn't have been released, or they'd have done something else with it. Yeah, so am I missing the point with that? Why it's so expensive? I don't know, folks. That's the honest reason on that. I do not know. Right, the other thing. I've been working silly shifts at work. I've been off. What day is it? It's Saturday, ain't it? So I was off yesterday, and I was watching a few videos, and I've noticed. At first, I thought it was just something to do with the VC. YouTube is a wonderful platform. I can reach thousands of people by doing a YouTube video. Thousands of people can contact with me, send me messages and things like that. I've got no problem with that. But I have noticed since I've started to get a few more views and a few more subscribers, there's started to be a little bit of negativity. I think I don't know if people are jealous because I'm getting, quite a few subscribers and that lot. Nobody said this directly to me. It's just I sometimes go onto people's live streams and there's a certain person, he doesn't run the stream, but if I go on live stream and he's on it, he just sort of like criticises me and says, "Oh, Beatle Dave buys his. Do you want to buy some views?" And everything. I've never ever bought views, never ever bought subscriptions. So I just thought it was something to do with the VC. At the end of the day, I am in the VC, but I'm not in the VC. I'm on the outskirts of the vinyl community because I am first and foremost a Beatles channel and I'm a record collector. I do occasionally go on threads and things like that. I mean, none of this bothers me, but then I watched another video the other day and this was nothing to do with the vinyl community. It wasn't even a music channel. It was a food channel where somebody goes out and reviews food. It will go to pubs or restaurants and reviews the food. Really, really good channel. If you want to check it out, it's actually called Gary Eats. He's very, very successful. His subscriptions have shot up and his views have shot up. Now, somebody started to criticise him, saying, "Well, you can afford to do this because you are earning $19,000 a month off YouTube." So this chap did a video. This Gary Eats did a video, and he just says that I do not make anywhere near that. Where you've got these quotes from, I don't know. He says, yes, I can, I do make a little bit. He says, but, when I go out and I do my videos and my reviews of eating the food, he says, I pay. I don't get it for nothing, I pay. And sometimes what you don't see, because he has text the cameraman with him and he'll say what he's paid for his food, but most of the time he buys the cameraman a meal as well. At the end of the day, does it matter what somebody earns off YouTube? I mean, I earn hardly anything off YouTube. I will admit I earn hardly anything. But at the end of the day, what does it matter? There's a lot of work that goes into doing a YouTube video. More than what people just think you just come and sit here and talk a load of crap, which sometimes I do. That might be why I'm such, I get so many followers and things, because I'm just me. I'm not in competition with anybody out there in the VC. I'm not in competition with any other YouTubers. I've got some YouTubers that are friends, and are really, really close friends, like Beatle Brad, Beatley Tone of Beatley Tone's Beatles channel fame. Okay, mate. And Mr. Ellie Records. I also, drop comments to people like me, Mr. Mayo, Matthew Street, Andrew Dixon occasionally. I watch his videos. So, I'm not in competition with anybody. I am just me at the end of the day. I'm Beatle Dave. I'm a record collector, a Beatles fanatic, and an MBE. I'm not an MBA. I just thought I'd lighten that up. So yeah, I don't know if it's jealousy or whatever. I'm not on about with me. I've just noticed it on a certain things. There's a certain person, I won't mention his name, who is part of the VC, and if I go on, say, Rachel's Ghost, it's not Rachel's Ghost, by the way, it's nothing to do with Rachel's Ghost, and I put a comment, this bloke will go, "Oh, Beatle Dave, do you want to buy some views? Do you want to buy some subs on this?" Like that. I've never ever bought subs or views. Why would I? I don't earn anything out of eBay, or hardly anything out of eBay. Anything I earn out of eBay is going on things like this: microphones, lighting, my laptop. I bought this a few months ago. Everything at the minute, it seems to be going okay. So I'm not criticising anybody out there. I'm just saying, I always thought the VC, the vinyl community, was all about the love of the music. But I have gone on to certain streams. Sometimes people don't even know I'm on them, because I just watch them and I don't say anything. And there's a lot of drama going on now, and I think it's the thing to start an argument on a live stream from a few of them I've watched, not all of them, and then slag people off. Now, to me, that is nothing to do with the music. You might as well just call, let's slag somebody off channel. Not personally to me. I'm just saying this. There's just one person, and to be honest, I think he's just jealous anyway. So, I'm not going to mention his name. It's nothing to do with Rachel's Ghost or anybody like that, by the way. But he does go on Rachel's Ghost live streams sometimes. Rachel is a wonderful person, so I'm not having a go at Rachel. Rachel was an early champion of my channel. Because of my work commitments, I do not get to watch Rachel's channel that often now. Rachel, I love you. I'm not having a go at you, honestly. I'm not having a go at you. And it's not just your channel. There's lots of live streams where I just watch it, and it seems to be a thing now just to take the mickey out of somebody. That's the easiest way to put it. It's like, is it jealousy? Is it? I don't know. Like I say, I'm not in competition with anybody. If you like my channel, you like my channel. If you don't like my channel, you don't like my channel. It's simple, isn't it? It's one of those things. But YouTube is basically a second job that you don't get paid for. There is a lot of things you have to do. There's certain guidelines you have to abide by, although some people seem to not and get away with a lot of things that they shouldn't really be getting away with. And it's just one of those things. Yes, I love doing my YouTube channel. It is a release for me. I've met and engaged with a lot of fantastic people since I've been doing this channel. Some people are like my best friends now on other YouTube channels. So it's YouTube has got its good bits, but I think YouTube needs to start to crack down on this slagging people off. And again, that is not just me. I did have a thing with a troll ages ago that stopped, but it's just now and again. It's like, if you don't like my channel, don't watch me. Simple. I've got no problem with that whatsoever. A lot of hopefully the people that are subscribed to my channel subscribe because they like me, they like what I do, they like the channel. Obviously, over the time I've been doing this channel, hopefully the videos have got better and the quality of the videos have got better. When I first started, they were absolutely crap. I am the first one to admit that. My first probably 50 videos were absolute rubbish. I didn't know I knew what I was doing, but I didn't know how to present it properly. I didn't know how to do my lighting properly. I have messed about with a few microphones. So far this one seems to be okay, touch wood. I am trying to evolve the channel gradually, and I'm trying to present it in a more sort of like professional way, but still be me. Like I say, I'm not in competition with anybody. And at the end of the day, you either like my channel or you don't. Simple, isn't it? Simple as that. But what difference does it make? How many subscribers somebody's got, how many views they get in, how much people think they're getting paid, which I find amazing sometimes. Yes, there is a site you can go on and it will tell you what channels can be getting paid, but they're way off the mark. They really are way off the mark. I think I've had 3 paychecks from YouTube in nearly a year, and they're basically pennies. Bear in mind, you have to have at least £60 before they pay it out. I've had 3 in a year, 3 paychecks in a year. Yeah, and most of them are just over £60. Well, by the time you take into account the research you do for your videos, I do go out and buy records to show, things like that. I buy my lights. I've upgraded my lights. I've upgraded my computer. I've upgraded the microphone. So by the time you've took all that into account, I do not make anything. You know, if anything, I'm subsidising YouTube out of my own money, if that makes sense. It's nice to have a little bit of success, don't get me wrong. You know, I never ever thought I would get 14,000 subscribers to my channel when I first started it. And my views go up and down, to be honest. You know, I can do a video and I think, oh, that's going to be a really, really good video, and it gets 1,000 views, or maybe not even that. And then I do one which is like a random video, and it can get 8,000 views. You know, so everybody's different. Everybody's YouTube channel is different. Everybody's YouTube journey is different. I still love doing my YouTube channel, so this is not a go at YouTube. It's not a rant video. It's just, you know, can we please stop slagging people off? That's all I'm going to say on YouTube. Just stop, you know, slagging people off. If you're jealous, you're jealous. You know, get over it. You know, I might be jealous because one of my mates at work has got a brand new expensive car, but I don't slag them off. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. You know, is it keeping up with the Joneses, as they used to say in the UK? You know, jealousy is a very, very strange thing. I've never been jealous in my life, to be honest. I haven't. You know, I'm happy with where I am in my life. I'm happy with my home situation. I'm happy that I'm with Sue. I'm happy that I'm married to Sue. I'm happy that I've got my dog and my cats and my fish in my fish pond. You know, it's all relative. I could have £1 million and I wouldn't be any happier than I am now. Simple. You know, I haven't got £1 million, by the way, so I don't think I've made £1 million off YouTube, because I haven't. You know, I could have the most fastest and car money could buy. I wouldn't be any happier than what I've got with my car now. See what I mean? It's jealousy is a strange thing. But you know, that's that. So that's off. We've finished that conversation now. So yeah. So yes, I've got my MBE, Memorable Beatles Entertainment badge. I've got me Let It Be Naked. And again, if you know why this commands such a high price, or you think you know, please let me know. Will this ever be re-released? I very much doubt it, to be honest. I very much doubt it. But it is a fantastic record. Oh, and on one other thing, just bear with me. Choose the one. If you watched my last video where I bought the new record collection off the Vinyl Vault, hello mate, hello the Vinyl Vault, please check his channel out. This was a bit of a curio, wasn't it? Because it's got a barcode on it. I've since found out this is probably from 1992 reissue, hence why it's on the Black Apple label. But that is still a curio, while that is purple and the other one is blue. So I've been told this could possibly be a one-off. Again, doesn't matter if it is. It'd be nice to know if it was a one-off, a printing error or something where the ink was starting to run out. So yeah, because that's purple, look. Then that lyric sheet is blue. I played this the other day actually, and it's quite a nice sounding album, to be honest. So the Vinyl Vault, if you're watching, mate, thank you once again for these records. I haven't played them all yet. I've played some of them, and the ones that I've played so far have been okay. I've got to clean them all and everything, which I will start doing tomorrow probably. But yeah, so that's a curio. That's one thing that we have sort of like found out. Well, I think it's from 1992, 1993. Somebody did actually put it down in the comments over it, so thank you very much. Can't remember who it was who said it. So that's going to be it. Whatever you're doing, please stay safe. It might sound like it's been a bit of a moaning video, but it's not a moaning video. It's just a random video today. You know, wanted to show you my MBE. Oh, he says, drops it on the floor. It's only a bit of fun, folks. Don't take it serious. It's not a real MBE. It looks real, though, doesn't it? Be an earring, couldn't it? This is just going to be a prop that I'm going to put on the blue Sergeant Pepper's jacket, I think. And yes, love this record. It's took me time to do a proper video on this. Like I say, the sound quality I think is fantastic. It really has brought new life to some of the songs on this. And you know, let's stop being jealous, folks. At the end of the day, that's going to be it. Splendid time is guaranteed for all, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Beakley Town, I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, mate. I really am. If you don't know what I'm on about, if you check out Beakley Town's Beatles channel, his last video, yeah, you'll be okay, mate. I'm sure you're going to be okay. You know, fingers crossed and everything for you, mate. And I hope everything goes well on. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, and I mean that sincerely, mate. I really do. You are one of the good ones out there. Me and you have very, very similar backgrounds in a lot of ways. How we started collecting records, how we got into the Beatles. Both used to like punk as well, didn't we? Which is quite funny. Yeah, and I think we started our YouTube channels around the same sort of like time, didn't we? Yeah, so like I say, from the bottom of my heart, mate, I do hope you're going to be okay. So that's going to be it. Once again, thank you to everybody for subscribing, leaving me likes, and leaving me comments. If you've liked this video, leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't liked it, leave me a thumbs down if you want to. If you want to leave any comments on anything we've spoke about so far today, please do. If you're not subscribed, by the way, it is free. It doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe. There'll be a thing down here with a subscription button, and if there's a bell icon, if you hit the bell icon, you'll get notifications when I'm doing new videos. It's entirely up to you whether you subscribe or not. You know, it's nice. You know, it is nice when people do subscribe. I've got some absolutely fantastic subscribers. You know, we're like one big happy family, aren't we, folks? We are really like one big happy family, and I'm getting subscribers from around the world. You know, I get people from India, I get people from America, obviously I get people from the UK, I get people from France, Germany, Poland, where was the other one? Indonesia, is it? Turkey, I've got people from Turkey, Spain, and Malta and Greece. You know, it's, you know, we're getting an international following, which is nice, isn't it, folks? It is really, really nice. So whatever you're doing, please stay safe. Remember, you are the beat of Beetle Dave. Without you, this channel would be nothing whatsoever. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I hope I've given you a little bit of entertainment. And you know, at the end of the day, it's just Beetle Dave, an old bloke talking about records and nonsense. So until the next time, peace and love, and I love you all. And again, Beatle Tone, hope everything's going to be okay for you. Okay. So yes, peace, love, and happiness to you all. Cheerio. Love you. Bye.